Look at that big old cheeseburger with some water. And this water come out of my well, and it tested negative for E. coli and stuff, so hopefully it's helpful. It is chicken wings. Over here trying to look at the chicken wings. My daughter made them. I got them a new oven. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go in the woods and do like a little video, but might be too dark. I'll not be able to see where I'm going. Practicing on this trip I'm fixing to go on. Don't look too bad. The only thing, they had some little briars or something. They got caught in my feet. And probably about 2/10 of a mile from here, I seen a deer. So hopefully there's no coyotes going after them. They're gonna come up here and attack me while I'm trying to do a video. Probably won't be able to find it. I think it wasn't that way. Yeah, he's got all kind of stuff out here, so. Went down the wrong path. Can't see where I'm going. Yep. This is it. I told my son-in-law, I said, hey, y'all move out here. You're gonna be over there somewhere. And I said, you know, don't mess this area up or cut the trees. And my son used to use this area. And it'd make a nice little campground, but I'd have a hard time getting off the ground. Trying to figure out where I sat the other day. Let's see. Got that tree. There's 2 trees over here. That was a little higher than I like. This is it. I found it. Yep. Out here. It's only like 8 something at night. I'd turn this thing around. That was really bright. Hopefully I'm in this thing. But I kind of wanted to share. You know, I wanted to go in the woods, even though I wanted to do it in daylight. But I got caught up in somebody on Facebook. They had this thing, they said they had all kind of checks in their hand. And I ain't seen really stuff this popular since the pandemic. You know, this multi-level marketing thing. It was like Kidrick water, and it could cost you like 15 grand, or if you got credit and you can get in it, and there's all kind of programs, and they were saying they were making like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I was just like, then I read a lot of reviews, and they said iodized water or whatever it is supposed to be good, so healthy for you. You know, once it hits your stomach, it's not going to really matter. So I don't know, it's kind of you know, all our stuff's polluted anyway, and there's a lot of statistics about we have plastic in us. So I do agree that we need to do something, but maybe just not that much money, $4,000, $8,000, $15,000. And I think you have to buy that product before you can market it. But the most thing people are marketing it as business. So you have to pay so much and then so much a month, and they're supposed to help you with your first 20 sales and all that mess. But I just don't believe in somebody buying something for that much money, even though they might be able to make money from it. To me, it just seems like a waste of time. You know, might not be, but it just seems like it, because life's too short, and you got to really think, because I don't have my wife that had the common sense. I don't have her to get me out of trouble, so I got to think now that I'm in charge. So that's kind of scary. I've been wanting to do all kind of stupid things. And I've been stopped, but I'd probably be broke by now. So the only thing today, I didn't spend any money today except I said, well, I'll buy a lottery ticket. I hadn't bought one since I got laid off. And I spent $3 for Saturday's lottery. Because I was thinking at first about that multi-level, I was thinking, well, my daughter and them struggling to get out here, I could help them out, and then they wouldn't have to worry about it. But, money is not everything. It is if that's what you want, but it really ain't. And I told my neighbor today that my wife passed, and she lost her husband. November will be 2 years, and they were together like 40-something years. Me and my wife were together about 28 and a half. So it still hurts, every year and another day it just seemed like I couldn't get enough. And I miss her, and I think they called me a widower, and even though, it's been 20 days, I guess, August the 19th till today, the 12th, maybe 21 days, and then her birthday is Saturday, so it'll be her first birthday. I ain't been with her, but I'm gonna go see my grandson's first game at his age. He's 5 years old, playing like little football, and my grandson kind of loved on me, so while I'm not working, I just need to go over there and see the grandbabies. And after a while, they wanted me to be around. I ain't like Mimi though. I'm Papa, so you just gotta take the happiness you can. I know everybody goes through it, but when you go through it, it's just like, oh man, I wasn't expecting that. And now I gotta be healthy for her, and there's a lot of, I've always been sensitive to things. I could tell when I ate something, if blood pressure went up or anything. But now it's like I'm ultra sensitive about how I'm feeling, or just noticing stuff. I'm like overthinking, and I'm not really depressed, I don't think, but just kind of miss her. And then my son's got some friends, and he was out today, so he took off, so he's having a ball. And I want to go to this little camp, so I'm looking for a job, but I want to do this camp they told me about, the man camp with Nikita Koloff. So I'm excited about it. A little nervous because as an adult, I am comfortable now in my habitat. I got my fan, I got all my things that make me comfortable, and you got to do without there a lot. But he did say I could take my fan, and I need a walking stick because another guy had some health problems, and he had a hard time getting up the hill. And it's going to be a bunch of praying and men just opening up, which we don't do. So it should be healing. And maybe there'll be some opportunities, but maybe not. Or maybe just, reflect on what you need to do in your life and your walk with God. But yeah, I like the outdoors, and this tree supports me. There's two of them out here. So if I had a little step stool, I could do the other one. So I got two natural, where the branch kind of grows out of the ground into a curve, like that. So I got two natural seats out here that were grown, so I could come out here and enjoy the outdoors and make videos. But yeah, just be careful about the decisions you make. And I read this missionary, I think she was on Facebook maybe, and she lost her husband. He had a motorcycle accident, and a lot of people were telling her, don't make any financial decisions for up to a year, because you're very emotional and unstable. But the good thing, I've had to deal with all this the whole time, ever since I've been paying my own light bill. So I knew how to manage money. Everybody else in my family, maybe not. But I don't know how to make millions. I just know how to, that costs $10, that costs $8. I know how to go for an $8 price instead of the $10 price. Or I have some shirts that cost $40 now, they were $8. So I sold them up. But, you know, if I work in a semi-professional job, I'm going to have cleaner things. Because I was looking at this one prison for a job. It was religious assistant. And, you know, I got some mobile issues, and, you know, might be having a guy in a bad day. He might just want me to fall down or something. So this other job is a dispatcher at the jail in a little town. It's got county benefits, but I'll get dispatcher experience. So who knows? I'm 53, so, you know, how long can I work anyway? And my son, he went out with his friend, and they went out working out at a real gym, and he's home now. I don't know, he might hear me or figure out where I'm at. He might come out here if he sees the light, just to aggravate me. Like, where you at, Dad? Because he called me the other day when I went out with my mom. He said, you know, you're getting too old to be driving at night now. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But just trying to live, be an influence for the family, and like that lady said, you know, your health and family is all that matters if you can manage those. But that is, it's crazy, these marketing things take advantage of your emotions or fear of dying or whatever, you know, all these diseases. And a lot of it's probably true, but can their product actually deliver the hype that they're up to? Probably not. It's probably just something to get you an impulse buy, but it's not really impulse when you're on a call or watching a video for an hour and a half. Then you're gonna have to probably talk another 30 minutes, so it's about 2 hours investment time. And then they want to get you with money, because they make money. So you got to watch it. You got to watch these multi-investment schemes or whatever they call them, pyramid schemes, I call them, like Amway and all that. You know, somebody else, the top's always making the most. They're like insurance and all that mess. But we'll get through it. And the insurance company, well, the funeral home did call to say that insurance paid for it, so at least the insurance was real. So that was nice. I don't have to worry about that. And then the following weekend, we'll be going to the morning, and I think I'm just going to ad lib and just talk from the heart, whatever I feel like being said. I always going to write it down, but, you know, it'd only be for my benefit. But just kind of saying what I feel is kind of a healing moment. And I did see my wife, whether it's real or not, I think it was, but I seen a vision of her. And I've only broke down about 8 times since then. But I feel like she's in heaven waiting on me. And that's another thing. It's like, you know, she'd be down here, she'd fuss at me if I did something stupid. Or like she said about 2 weeks before she passed, about a week, she said, you don't get out there and cut the grass. I'm going to get out there and cut it. I was like, okay, I'm hurrying, because there ain't no way she'd get out there and cut it without falling out. But she was willing to die cutting grass to cut it if I wasn't going to do it. So, yeah. So my son's going to be gone. He'll be here with me, and that's pretty cool. And hopefully he can learn things. He's just a little absent-minded. But yeah, we just hanging in there, and I hope you hanging in there too, because after you notice things, like I wasn't even on Facebook that much, and I probably wouldn't have come across that multi-level thing if I wasn't just cruising my wife's phone and looking at her Facebook and all her friends and see what they post, then look at mine, kind of just seeing posts just to kind of feel like I'm connected to the world, you know. But I don't want to get scammed or talk other people into buying stuff they don't need, because I just got my well tested, and as soon as I get the invoice, I had to pay like $20. I just got the E. coli and some other bacteria. They tested it, and it's come back negative. So I was scared to drink out of my water, but I mean, I've been taking my showers, brushing my teeth. I've been doing all that, and I've been buying bottled water. And, you know, they said that MLM scam, whatever, they say this bottled water has been on the shelf for 2 years and absorbing all these plastics, and You know, they make a good point. And the average person about every year eats about a credit card worth of plastic, you know. So I got stainless steel bucket cups, and I got my first cup today of water that I pour right out of the tap, but it come out of the well, and my well says it's not contaminated. But what scared me, the person, they died here before we bought it, about a year and a half or a year. And when I first started in the bathroom, I had like a red slime in the sink. And I read it could have been clay, or it could have had, you know, some kind of metal in it. So I was really scared to drink the water. But the guy that called me and gave me the results, before the state invoices, they'll send the invoice and a true copy of what it was. So as soon as I get that, you got to pay it. And I'm pretty sure if you don't pay that, they'll probably put a lien against your license or something. So like a toll road. So it's worth $20 to find out. And they got a stricter test, a more encompassing test for about $50. It covers a lot more stuff. But he said, if you don't notice any smell or anything, you should be all right. And I might put a water filter on it anyway, just to be even safer if I have to. But, you know, well water's nice as long as everything's good. And, you know, the big C word, and the church I started going to, they got a prayer list on Wednesday, and a lot of folks, cancer, 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 you know, out of 500 something little names, probably a third of them are cancer, maybe half. So, you know, it's a lot of people praying for that. And it makes you wonder if all this stuff affects you. It probably does, but is it worth taking advantage of people and charging them like 15 grand or 4 grand for a water system that may or may not work? You know, who knows? I wanted to share that. You know, just try to live life the best you can. And I got this little interview tomorrow. So I'll probably, I don't know, hopefully I can just trim up a little bit, try to look presentable. Go in there, maybe they'll hire me. And I tell them, hey, might not hire me. I tell them October the 20th, I got to be off. Yeah, I need a job, but I got to be off a week. So, you know, might not hire me. Or, you know, tell them, hold my application. And, you know, I put in an application, then they called me and said, are you still interested in this job? Because it don't pay that much compared to a lot of people. You know, you need like 20 or, you know, $30 an hour now to survive, and it's only like 16, so it's okay. But after you do your insurance, I don't know how much you got to put in, but I think you can retire in 5 years if you're 57. So I can retire at 58 if I wanted to. But, you know, I want to work, I'm 65, and then hopefully I got that retirement paying for all my medical and medicine and all that, if I hadn't got something else going on. I've been looking at the movies too. A buddy of mine, through my wife's, they're doing movies and fixing to play Stranger Things. And there's several sites, but a lot of them want to charge you a monthly fee or to buy into it per month, just in order to get a hold of the people who are needing the the casting directors. Even though small films, big films, TV commercials, doing stuff on social media, they want to pay all this money to have all them contacts. Well, it's cheaper, I guess, than going through an agent, but it, you know, get headshots. But a lot of those jobs they had on there were not old age friendly. They were like maybe 45. They had some over 50, like 53, but some of them go to 50. They're playing dad, stuff like that. But or extras. And then if you don't live close, it ain't worth it. Even $200 time you get a hotel and gas and food, you know, you might as well get a job if you made $100 a day. There's 16 times 8 is what, 64, and 120 something a day. If you made $16 an hour, 8 hours, you know, before taxes and all that, you got to pay taxes. But yeah, I just wanted to share that and see how this recording outside went. And I'm about to drop my phone. I was going to drink my drink, but I didn't have nothing to hold my phone. And it's real bright. It's like looking at a little sun, because I'm real sensitive. I have to, every time I pass a car or drive at night, I have to do that. But yeah, we'll see how it is. And thank y'all for watching, you know, and hopefully I won't get scammed or do anything stupid. So y'all keep me in your prayers. I'm trying, and I can feel it, because it's like, maybe I should go do that. Maybe I should go do this. And it's like, don't do that. Don't do that. I was like, okay. Because, you know, it's really hard to fight yourself, because you can't get away from yourself. So you have to retrain your mind or get busy doing something else. And, you know, yourself is your biggest distraction. I could have been making 2 or 3 videos today. Instead, I was trying to read about this other stuff. But who knows? Who knows? I seen a real estate advertisement for a lady, and she's selling a house. And I said, well, maybe I could do that, you know, part-time. You know, just work somewhere and show 1 or 2 houses, and, you know, if it's worth keeping my license. And then it kind of give me an idea about that. But I don't know. Might be a waste of time, because it costs a lot of money to get in that if you're not going to go full-time. Everything costs so much. But we'll see. I hope y'all having a good day, and thank y'all for watching, and we'll talk to you later. My son got home probably about 10 minutes maybe, you know, enough time for me to walk in the woods, and if you're watching the video, you could hear the dog start barking. So they were out there doing that, and I finished up making my video, and they were talking. And, you know, I had the light on my phone, but I wasn't recording, and I was trying to figure out how to get back out, and I started getting closer, so I was on the right trail, because it's in the dark, and I started going, whoa, you know. And I heard my son say, Dad, I hope that's you. They couldn't see me. And his friend had the car running and had the music on, and my son pulled his knife. He got all paranoid, and I was making that noise, you know, like, ooh. and then later he told me it was funny, but it wasn't funny at the time. He's like, what's that? The Wendigo's coming, you know, and it was kind of hilarious. And then they let the dogs out, and the dog jumped up there on me. It is heavy. Oh, yeah? Yeah, little Killer still misses Mama. He jumps on me every now and then and says, pit me. I'm not getting no pitting. Pit me. I'm not getting no pit me. But call him Killer because his breath is killer. It will kill you to smell his breath.